Hi, I'm Gideon Mayhew, and today I'm going to try something new. I want to give a quick review of a fun new game that I found called SuperTribes. My friend Sean Heber turned me on to this game in the App Store, and I've been enjoying playing it for about a week. It's really fun, and it doesn't take long to play a game, which is pretty cool. I like that. Um, you play against the AI. You don't play against other people, which I also like. It's just kind of a chill back and have fun kind of game. And it's kind of like Civilization if you're familiar with it or not. But anyway, I'll explain as we go. I just want to give some tips and tricks and pointers. So I'm going to tap New Game, and when you start, you pick a particular race or tribe you want to start with. Some of them are locked, some you have to do an in-app purchase for, and I suggest you do that. Really support the developers because it's a pretty good game and they deserve it. It's pretty cheap too. Each tribe I think is only 99 cents, so go ahead and purchase one or two of them. Um, you can start with any one, but I usually start with the Omai tribe because they have riding as their default skill, which you'll need quite a bit as you play. So we can choose the number of opponents and the difficulty. Um, for the sake of the game, I'm going to say one opponent and normal and start. And we're just going to say okay to that. So we can see here if we zoom out that the world is this grid, and that's the entire surface of play for one game. You'll see up in the near the top of the center the turns left 30. That is the length of the game. Each game is 30 turns and that's it, which is great. The game doesn't go on forever, so the play is limited, which means you can get through a game in probably less than an hour. um, the score is based on how many resources you collect and how many cities you build, how many troops you have, and everything. So I start the game on a city. It's kind of hard to see because I'm on top of the city, but you select your guy and then you go from there. You do any number of things you can in a turn, and then you say, okay, that's my turn. So I can't do much here at the beginning. I have a total of 5 resources up there at the top. Depending on how many resources you have, that's pretty much what you can do. And right now, I have no set skills except riding. So what I want to do is first I'm going to move off this spot, and I'm going to go to the edge and explore a little bit. And I just uncovered a village there. The more villages you can capture, the quicker you'll build resources. I can't move anymore. That's as far as I can move in a turn, so I can't get to that village yet. But I do have 5 resources, so what I can do is I can either learn a skill and collect those fruits or build new guys. And I'm going to build one other guy. I can build a warrior or a rider. I'm going to build a rider, train him. And now I'm down to 2 resources. I can't do anything else, so I'm going to tap the button in the lower right. My turn, next turn. And now it's the next turn. I just gained a couple resources. I'm going to move him off to the side, try to explore. There's another village, so I can't move onto that village, but I can move the old guy, first guy, onto the other village. I can't capture it because that's my turn for him. I can't move anymore, but I will on the next turn. I'm going to save my resources for the next turn so I can get a skill. So I'm just going to say, okay, that's my turn, and I'm going to go. Now I have 6 resources, and I select him, and you have to actually capture the village. So I'm going to capture it, and I've added it to my tribe. You'll see that the little fence border expanded. That's my entire territory now, and I gained resources for capturing it. Now I can learn a skill because I have 6 resources, so I could learn hunting, organization, fishing, or climbing. What do I want? Well, right now in the area there's 4 fruit resources there, and that would help me quite a bit. There's only one set of fish within my border. You can't collect things that are not within your border, so I can't get those fish, but I can get those 4 fruits. So I'm going to say organization and research that. Now I can collect fruits. if I have resources, but I don't. I use my resources to learn that skill. So I'm going to move my other rider onto that village for next time, and that's my turn. Okay, now I can capture that village, and my border's expanded again. And I'm going to move the other rider a little further, getting near the edge there. There's an ocean. And I can collect one set of fruits, so I'm going to do that. Set that, and then harvest the fruit. And that uses up 2 resources, so now I only have 1 left. You'll see that the little bar underneath the village grew when I collected the fruit. That means that my resources are growing. When the blue bar gets filled, then this village grows and I get more people. So I'm going to say next turn. Collect more resources. Collect those other fruit. Boom. I grow up. Now, if you're near the edge of the territory, you can explore, but you also... I'm not, so I don't really care about that. I'm wasting that. I'm going to get a workshop instead. If you create a city with level 5, I'll get a Park of Fortune, so that helps boost your score. So now I'm going to move him to the edge, a little more exploring. There's a temple over there I need to explore. You get free stuff for that. I'm going to move him out here. There's another village, and I have 3 resources left. I'm going to collect some more fruit, grow that village, and next turn. And I'm going to move him to the village, move him to the temple. I can explore it next time. And I need a new rider because I need to go in another direction, so I'm going to train a new rider. Collect that other fruit. And I have 2 resources left. Get those other fruit there. And next turn. Now capture that village. And move this rider off in this direction. There's another village. And over here, I'm going to explore that temple. I meet some locals who show me the surrounding lands. Of course, they didn't show me much, but they did show me another temple, so hey, that's cool. So, let's see. I think I have 6 resources. I still can't learn anything new. I need to get more resources. So, next turn. And let's see. I'm going to go and get this village. On the next turn, I'm going to move him back. I'm going to move him towards that other temple. And now I have 13 resources. I can definitely learn something new. Every skill leads to something else. And it's tricky because you don't know what's beyond those circles of what's the next step you can learn. One thing that's really important, though, is if you go hunting, even though there's no animals near me, the animals will get you closer. One thing gets you to archery, and then the next one, I think after that, is mathematics. And if you get mathematics, then you can get catapults. And catapults really are great for defending your territory long distances from enemy attack. So, I can't move him. I did all my moving, but I do have 5 resources left. Anything I can get with that? No, not right now. So I'm going to go next turn. Capture this village. Okay, all these little spikes are trees, farmland I can do, so I'm gonna see if I can get farming. Nope, 14 I need for that. Can't quite do that, I got 12, so I'll save that for next time. And I'm gonna move him towards this other guy. And move him onto this. Oh, I can't see now, the temple is on a mountaintop. So I can't move on to that until I get climbing. So let's get climbing. Climbing is discovered. So now I should be able to move onto it. And I can. So that's cool. But I can't explore it yet. I'll have to explore it next time. And let's go next turn. Now I'm down to 21 turns. See how quick it goes? I had 30 when I started. Now I'm down to 21. So move over here. Something over there. Ooh, there's a little path I can cross over on there. Now I can explore that temple. Ooh, I found a giant. Cool. Giants are really helpful because you can see he has 40 hit points. He's really tough. They come in great handy when you want to defend your territory. And you usually don't get them until you build your cities way, way up into mega cities. So that's a really good thing to find. And I have 11. I'm going to save my points. So I'm going to say next turn. And I'm going to move him. There's another village. And move him out here to help. Riders can move further than normal people. So it's a good thing to have riders. If you start with a tribe that doesn't have riding at the beginning, make sure you level up and get riding as soon as you can. Collect those fruits. And these fruits. And build that city up. And I'll say explore so you can see what that looks like. He's going to go out. Oh, he only went out. He ran into water, so he stopped exploring. That stinks. That's why I don't usually do explore. Let's see. Let's move that giant in a little bit because, see, he only move one spot at a time. That's how slow he is. And I'm going to move him over to here. And I have 15. So what do I want to explore? Let's see. Research farming. There's my farming. Let's research that. So now I can start farming land, but I only have 1 resource left, so I can't. If I try to farm that, it says I need 5 resources to farm, so I can't afford it yet. So let's go next turn. Now I can go over here, move on to that village. I'll get it for next time. And I'll move him out to here. And let's see if I can get across here. Nope, it's all ocean there. I can't do that. Oh, that stinks. And we'll keep moving the giant along. So I have 10 now. I can start farming. So I'm going to select that land and hit farm. And that gains plus 10 points for that city. I'm going to do another one here. And that city just grew up. Now I can get a city wall or more resources. If your city is near a border with other tribes, you probably want a wall. Any tribes or any people that are within the city borders get extra defense. So that's really good to help defend a city. You get extra strength if you have a city wall. But right now, there's no bad guys. There's no other tribes on the board. And I'm not near a border. So I'm going to select resources because that's going to give me 5 resources I can play around with. I could plant another farm. I could put it towards something else. So I'm going to say farm that land right there. And you see the blue bar again below the city. The 1 dot means this city supports 1 troop, and it's probably this one of these riders over here. So you can have as many guys as there are bars on as there's spaces on the bar. So I can have 4 troops total with this city. And then once the blue bar fills up, the city levels up, and the population increases, and I can support more people in that city. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to collect resources to level up that city. The bigger the city, the more resources you get, the bigger the score is every turn. So now I'm going to go again and say it's my turn. And I'm going to keep moving the giant over because we're surrounded by water down there. Well, there's a possible spot down there that someone could get through. Let's see. But we can move him over to here. Yep, there's another village there. I'm going to capture that village. That's pretty cool. And now I got forest and animals I can hunt. See, so if I select this tile and I say hunting, then I collect the resource for the animal. If I had forestry learned as well, which I don't right now, forestry is there at 16. If I just selected forestry, I would clear the land and wouldn't get the resources for the animal. So you got to hunt the animal first and then clear the resources if you want both. Sometimes you may not want both, however. So it's up to you and how you're playing. But I want to grow this city that I'm just formed, so I'm going to collect this fruit and this fruit. Now I can support 3 guys, but I'll take the explorer. Why not? Oop, I encountered a new tribe. And they shared the secret of fishing with me. Where are they? Oh, there they are. They're down there in that corner. Now, when you encounter other tribes, this is the big deal with it. Eventually, you want to be the only tribe left on the board. So at some point, you probably want to attack them and try to wipe them out. When to do that is the real trick. Do you wait and try to build up your resources and then hit them later on, or do you immediately attack them while they're still just as young as you are and just as defenseless and try to take them out? I haven't found which way is better yet. I've said some people say that you should just go ahead and attack him, but right now I only have one rider near him, so if I attack him, he's probably going to be just as strong as me and we'll both lose out. But if I can get my giant over there in the next couple turns, then I can really lay some damage on him and probably take him out. So I still have 6 resources left. I think I'll hunt that animal. And now I only have 4 resources left, so I think that's probably about it. Well, there's a fruit there. You can collect that fruit. So that's it. Okay, next turn. Alright. I got 14 resources now. I need 16 to learn new skills. So I'm going to try to save my resources. But I will capture that village in the next turn. And I'm going to move him all the way out here. See what's out beyond here. Now if I move him into that city, well, I can't move him. He's got a wall there, so I can't get moving into that city. If you move your troops into a city, they can't build new troops unless they kill you. So that's a great way to stop other tribes from building new units, is to take over their city, like move a troop into their city. I don't want to do that yet, though. I need help, so I gotta get my giant over there. And I'm gonna keep my 14 resources and let them pile up for the next turn. And see what he did? He put a unit in that city, which was a good defensive move. But he didn't move really anywhere. He moved beyond the sight of our range of our sight. So here's another village, and capture that village. There's a whole bunch of animals here. I'm going to get forestry. Forestry is cool because it doesn't take resources, it only builds up resources. So again, if I select this one, let's collect the animal first. And now I clear this. You'll see I have 6 resources. If I clear this of the forest and say do it, it won't detract my resources, it only adds my resources. So again, I'm going to collect that animal. I use 2 to go hunting, and I'm going to say get that. And then I'm going to clear the land again and get back my resources, my 2 resources. So here's an instance of this, okay? Say I want to just collect the resources for the forest, but I don't want to use the resources for hunting, so I just say clear the forest and screw the animal. He's gone, and I get 2 resources. And there's more forest over here, so I'm going to collect those. And here, and collect those. Now I'm up to 14 resources. And that's not quite enough. There's mathematics up there. That's the good one, because once you have mathematics, then you can construct catapults. So it's really tempting to let your resources pile up. And I'm gonna keep moving my giant over. There's a whole lot of fish. I could learn fishing and collect resources for that, but I'm trying to show you as much as I can. So we'll just keep going. I can attack the city, but I'm not ready to do that yet because I don't have my giant. So let's go next turn. Alright, move my other rider over. Move my giant over. And move him to get that village. Let's make a new unit here for backup in case we get in trouble. And now I'm going to get mathematics. Yay! So I can get catapults now. And let's build a catapult right here. Oh, I can't. I need 5 for that. It's on next turn. Bah. Right. Next turn. Yay. So, catapult. Train. Catapults have really long ranges, so I can probably hit that city from here. But I can't do it because I just built him, so on my next turn I'll have to do that, which is fine. I will move my other rider down, and I can't move my giant over because the city's in the way. Damn it. So, I still have 11 resources left. Let's get this other city. Cool. And let's farm that land. Build that city up a little bit. Take that. Get their food. Alright. Let's go next turn. Oh, I see. He knew it. So he attacks me. He knew I was going to attack him. Let's select the catapult. Yeah, I can reach the city from all the way over here. He's got 8 hit points. The catapult has 10. So he's probably going to take him out with 1 hit. And he did. Which is awesome. So now I can move a unit into the city if I wanted to. And that has to be this guy because he's the only one that can get over there. And I will. And see, you can see the city's on fire. There's 2 more units there. So on the next turn, at least one of them is going to destroy that unit and try to take the city back. But I still have a catapult over here. So I can destroy at least one of them. I'm going to move one unit up. And let's say we're going to move him over. Get him in position. And what else can I learn? Oh, we can get archery. But we'll save that because we might probably want a new catapult. In fact, I will. I'll build a new catapult here. And do some farming here. Every turn is critical. You want to do as much as you can on every turn. Now here, the city's gotten big enough I can expand my border or increase the population. If I expand borders, I can get more resources because then I can get stuff that was outside my reach before. I want to try that. I only gained 1 little square there. I should have looked before I said that. And let's say I'm going to farm this one. And I got to get that catapult out of that city so I can get the giant around it. But I can't do that right now. I don't want to move it because if I move it, I won't be able to fire it. So, let's say next turn. Yep, he took over the city. And they got a boat firing back at me. See that? I can hit him with the rider, but we'll probably cancel each other out. We're equal strength, so I can, let's see if I can reach him from, nope, this catapult cannot reach yet, so I gotta move it down. And I'm gonna move him over so I can get my giant over here. So I'm not gonna fire yet, but I'm gonna move him down. Now I got 26 resources. What do I want to do? Well, let's say I want to build a road because I want to show you what roads do. Can't do that yet, but you can build roads and connect your cities. And when you connect your cities to your capital city, which is the first city you started with, then you gain extra points and bonus resources and stuff. So we want to start building roads soon enough. Alright, let's see what happens. I want to say it's his turn. He attacks back. Oop, he's moving out of the city. He attacked all around me, but he didn't kill anybody, which is great. And now I should have 2 catapults in range, and I do. So if I attack the city guy first, take him out. Other catapult, take this guy out. Move the giant to here. For the next time, he'll take that other boat out. And I'm going to move this unit into the city. But he's only got 4, so he'll probably die. But at least that'll stop them from building a unit in the next turn. Or hopefully. So let's move the Big 10 rider unit down to here for the next attack. Oh, I could even attack him now. And I'll do that. Which is great. I'm going to heal that unit. That's cool. And I'm going to build another catapult. Boop. And take those fruit. Boop. Yep. And I could build another unit to bring up defenses, but instead I'm going to build a road. I'm going to build a road here. And then here. And I made a new trade route. Yay! And you can see the city just leveled up. I'm not going to explore. And he leveled up. And now I'm going to take a city wall just in case. And you can see the road connecting those two cities. So when you build roads, you can build them diagonally across tiles, and it saves a lot of space. So don't be afraid to do that. That really is the quickest way to build a road. All right, I have 14 left. I could attack. Let's say what happens. I'm gonna say, okay, next turn. He killed me. He's attacking me back, but he didn't really get rid of me yet completely. So let's see what I can do. I can definitely kill this guy with my giant. He's dead. Easy enough. And now, if I attack, I got two catapults. Is he in range? Yes, I can hit the city guy with this catapult. And this catapult can hit this guy. And since he's killed so many people, he gets upgraded. See, now he's 15 hit points instead of just 10, which is great. So the more units your catapults hit, the tougher they get. And I'm going to move this guy into the city. And hopefully I'm going to capture this city. Maybe on the next turn, but I'll move him up. Okay. Look at this guy. See this guy sneaking up on me over here? We need a defense of the city. Otherwise, he'd just walk into that city. Oh, I can hit him from here. Oh, that's great. See, this is how awesome it is to get mathematics and catapults. I can take that unit out all the way over from here. So now he's not threatening my city anymore, which is great. Okay, let's see what happens. He's going to attack that guy. Yep. And brought up more units. So, let's see what we can do. There's got another unit up there. But I'm going to move this catapult up. I need another catapult to take out everybody in these cities. So, he upgraded, that unit upgraded. Move into that city. I can see if he can hold that city long enough. Now I gotta level up so I can build a gate of power. Throughout the game you get these extra little things for your cities that you can build. This one's called the gate of power. It gives you extra stuff. You can build it anywhere. I'm not sure exactly if it makes a difference, but I'm gonna choose a plot of free ground next to a city and say build it. And now see, I can get a super unit. This is how long it is into the game till you really get a giant. I was lucky I got a giant early. I'm going to say super unit. And there he is with his 40 hit points. You want to get as many of those as you can. Alright, next turn. Held the city. Nope, didn't hold the city. We got to move the giant into the city. He can hold the city. Let's see, kill him. Ooh, didn't kill him. Let's take him out. There you go. And just for the expedient's sake, say next turn. There, giant killed him. Oh, he's still back in there. We got to clear this city out. Upgraded my catapult again. I'm going to move the unit, the giant into the city. There's no way that they're going to be able to take that back. And I should build another catapult. I got plenty of resources to do so. I can build another one. Catapults are great for long distances, but up close they can get hurt and they don't do as much damage. So if you get a unit coming right up on a catapult, you're probably dead. The best thing to do is defend them with other units. No, they're not going to be able to take this giant out. Maybe they can. Nope, he managed to hold on. But I am getting beat up quite a bit. But now I can select the city, and say capture it. Haha! So take that. Now I just have to hold it. Which could be harder than it sounds. But I have lots of catapults. There's a whole bunch of units over here too, and he's got. See, there's a 40 unit there. That means there's a giant in a boat, which is not good. So let's see. I gotta move him down, and we'll take out this guy. And that's about it. So the rest you can get a chance, you get a feel for it. I don't want to make this video go on too long, but anyway, SuperTribes, it's free to play in the App Store, iPad and iPhone. Check it out and have a lot of fun. I'm really impressed with the game. It's fun and it's cute and doesn't take too long to play. So enjoy.